So now that you've made it through Fire Academy, you've made it through EMT and or paramedic training, you've made it through our application and our interview process. Well, congratulations on completing the first steps in your career with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. And now that you've made it this far, the next step is Recruit Academy. We'd like to give you some tips on how you can mentally and physically prepare yourself. Let's take a look.
So when the recruits come in, they want to get here probably even before 7 a.m. 6:45, 7 a.m. That's kind of a good time to get here. A little early, you're more prepared. Not to mention it's better for, like, if you have a traffic or even problems, you're leaving late in the morning. You don't want to be the person that gets here at 7:29. Technically, work starts at 7:30, but at 7:30, they're going to be lined up, ready to go. Everything's already been set. The recruits are going to want to come to 405 Pike Road in West Palm Beach. They're going to want to park in the recruit parking lot. So it's a big complex. The east side, there's a parking lot there, and all the way to the east, there's actually signs that even say recruit parking. So that's where they're going to park there. They want to get here between 6:45 and 7 a.m. They're going to walk up, and on the first day, there'll be an instructor waiting for them, and then they will sequester them and escort them inside the building. We have our own mini classrooms in the building, and the recruits have their own classroom. It's all set up for them. Their name tags are saying where they're going to sit down, and everything's prepared for them. Okay, now with the Recruit Academy, there's still a high aspect. We got to respect the chain of command, just like in the field. Nothing's going to change with that. Captain Clark is going to be the fire. He's your main instructor. Now, when it divides into the EMS portion on the second and third week, then your lead instructor will be Captain Coyle. Now, when we get here, then you're going to be divided in companies. So we have a class leader, we have company leaders, and then the people in the company. And that's actually can change throughout the program. It doesn't make a difference. So if you're having an issue or something like that, then you would talk to your company leader. The company leader would talk to the class leader, and the class leader can talk to Captain Clark. But if it's a major issue, like you're going to be late or you had a family emergency, you're not going to call your company leader, you're going to go right to Captain Clark. The first week is more of an administration and an overall kind of aspect. Day one is going to be more business oriented, meet and greets, doing some paperwork. However, the first day they still need to make sure that they bring their gym sneakers, because even though they're going to be dressed as business attire, at the end of the day they are going to do PT. They're going to learn a lot about their air packs. The air packs is the #1 primary, can't emphasize this enough, that is their main equipment. So they are going to learn the ins and outs of the air pack, and that's something they're going to have to do on their own time. They're going to be allowed to take any piece of gear home with them. We highly recommend that they take home their air pack and that they go over this air pack extensively the first week. The second and third week is going to be EMS. So for those 10 days or 9 days, however they decide to break it up, they're going to be doing a variety of EMS structured systems. It's going to be a lot of lecture, then it's also going to be outside scenarios. Even though that we are hiring them as EMTs, a lot of the recruits are already paramedics, so we don't want to downgrade their skills. We want to challenge them, and every day is going to be challenging. And then the other part of that is you're going to be doing a protocol test. So the protocol test is not on paramedics, it's on EMT functions. Every test that we do, we're going to explain it to you, PowerPoints, lectures, Q&A, and then again, they're going to have to go home and they're going to have to be doing a lot of studying. Starting on the fourth week, we're going to go into the fire side. So whatever instructors you had for the EMS portion, you're not going to really see them anymore, and now we transition to the fire side. This is the meat and potatoes of the program. It's going to be very difficult too. I don't want to downgrade this in any way. It's obviously doable, but this is where the grunt work's going to come into play. So we have these performance objectives that we refer to as POs. You're going to get 2 opportunities to do that. The first opportunity, if you pass it, you're done with that PO. The second time, this would be if you failed it the first time, you must pass it. If you do not pass your PO on the second attempt, you may be recommended for termination. Once all the POs are done, and we try and get those done by week 6 or 7, then we can kind of slow down, and we could, now everyone's not so stressful anymore because they're not worried about their POs and they're having more fun. And that's when we do a lot of burns. So we'll go to our burn building and we will do maybe even 3-4 burns a day. We'll do more at the flashover, we'll do multi-company drills. Then what's really exciting is we do a family night. On week 7 we do a family night. And that's where the people, your families come in. We offer them dinner, they walk the grounds. We do a large scene. We have helicopters and extrication and a structure fire, and it's so cool for them to see. It's all videoed and they're seeing firsthand of what you've been doing and what you've learned. And it's a great night. The last week, it starts to slow down. Now we're still gonna do classroom stuff and we're still gonna be learning. You haven't graduated yet. So that's where we'll come in, we'll do more lectures, more of the advanced stuff. The last couple of days will be where we break down our gear, we restock everything, we clean all of our stuff, and then we actually have a thing where Instructor Martino will come in and will prepare you for life in the firehouse, as he calls it. We'll turn in our gear, and then we'll get ready for graduation. At that point, the last day, we'll break you early so that we can go to graduation. This is not minimum standards in any way. This is an advanced program. This is advanced ladders, advanced search and rescue, advanced fire attack, advanced medical. But we're gonna keep it in our program. We're gonna teach you everything you need to know. But again, when you're in the classroom, when you're on the drill ground, when you're at lunch, show like you wanna be here. Pick up the hose, help anyone you can, okay? Show that you wanna be here and you'll have no problem here.
Firefighting and emergency medical services is an occupation in which manual labor is required and the demands of the job are physical and demanding. While attending the Palm Beach County Fire Rescue Recruit Academy, you will participate in our wellness program, which is designed to enhance your health on and off the job. The various components of our program include wellness, safety, fitness, behavioral health, and nutrition. Our goal is to ensure that you are physically capable, ready to perform your duty assignments, and promote a healthy lifestyle throughout your career. While attending the Recruit Academy, you will be required to participate in physical training every day. Some examples of the type and style of training include job specificity, in which you will perform 8 tasks encountered on the fire ground. These tasks include a ladder raise, climbing under load, hoisting, ceiling breach and pull, using a forcible entry simulator, dragging a victim, and pulling charged hose line. To increase your cardiorespiratory endurance, you will train by completing base runs, hill repeats, interval training, and tower climbs. You will perform functional and specific exercises that will increase your strength and power. You will also participate in yoga, stretching, and myofascial release for muscular repair and strength building. Your physical preparedness prior to your start date is essential for the successful completion of our program. So how should you prepare for the Academy? Well, here are some basic guidelines for you to follow. You should first gain medical clearance from a healthcare professional certifying that you are healthy enough to participate in an exercise program. You should obtain guidance from an exercise professional. Make sure that your exercise program encompasses all of the following components: body fat composition, muscular strength, muscular endurance, aerobic capacity, as well as flexibility. Eat a healthy diet consistent with the U.S. Department of Agriculture's established dietary guidelines and the Food Guide Pyramid. You can find out more information by visiting www.mypyramid.gov. And lastly, maintain an adequate level of hydration, avoid supplementation, and recover properly from physical activity. The culture here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue supports and encourages physical fitness, not only during the Recruit Academy, but throughout your career. We look forward to training with you.
very mentally and physically challenging. It's mentally challenging because they get written tests, they have daily activities they have to do, physical activities, they have to take written tests, they have to study. So mentally it's very challenging. I suggest you sit down with your family or your loved ones and tell them that you're going to be busy for the next 8 to 12 weeks. You're going to be busy studying, you're going to be busy practicing, you're going to be busy, your whole life is going to be focused around the academy. And that in itself is challenging. And people don't think about that, but they really need to think about that, because if you come in day one and your family or yourself isn't ready mentally, it's going to be very challenging for the next 8 to 10 weeks. Mentally, you cannot tell yourself these phrases. I can't, I'm not sure, I don't think so. You have to show up day one with I can, I will, and I'm able to. Also show up physically prepared. Be prepared to do the activities in full gear with an air pack on. Long days, okay? It's not easy, but it's very attainable. It's attainable. So do some physical fitness activities that will get you prepared to be in full gear, going up and down stairs, pulling hose, search and rescue, forcible entry, ventilation, all these things that you learn in minimum standards. You have to be able to do those things in full gear here at Palm Beach County so we can get you ready to the level we want you to perform at. We are not asking you to perform anything that we ourselves haven't done. We're not asking you to perform any tasks that aren't going to be expected of you in the field. You can do this. You have to come in with the right mental preparation and the right physical preparation. You can do this. People ask me why I'm so passionate about this academy and passionate about the fire service in general. Well, myself, along with the other instructors here at the Recruit Academy, are very passionate for this job. We're passionate about this job, and we're passionate about this academy, especially because once you graduate this academy, you're not going to go into the station and never see us again. You're going to work hand in hand with these instructors, and we want you to be prepared to serve the citizens of Palm Beach County and serve your fellow brother and sister firefighter. Please be prepared for the challenges in this academy that are going to come at you. Please do not wait for day one to start getting mentally and physically prepared.
Now that you know what it takes to successfully pass our Recruit Academy, I hope you take this time to prepare yourself so that you can be the best that you can be. And remember, you don't want to use the Recruit Academy as a time to get in shape. You want to show up already in shape and ready to rise to the occasion. Good luck to you.